Welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast. I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
And it's just us two again. Boys' night. No Shannon this week. She told us a measly 15 hours in advance. She claims there's no shout out of shame for her because she didn't tell us she wasn't coming. But we are going to give her the greeting of guilt because this was still short notice. So,
Yes, we are. Shannon,
Yeah.
Where you at? Where you at?
Guilt on you, Shannon.
First boys night of 2025, though. Let's get it done.
Yeah, that didn't take long. No, we'll relax with the shade. What's some nerdy things you've been up to though?
It's been a pretty good week for me. Sorry if I'm squinting. I had like a fight with my contacts this morning, so
Oh man,
they stayed in the case for right now. But I had a pretty good week. Been doing a lot of besides like the usual nerdy stuff we talk about, I've been doing a lot of like AI stuff and just like watching the market now that Trump's in office. So that's been like taking up a lot of my time. But besides that, I watched Dragon Ball Z Daima finally.
nice.
2 episodes in dub. Well, actually the 3 episodes in dub. And at this point I was like, yo, I'm just gonna watch it in Japanese because it's so far behind. I don't want to like wait. But after watching those first 2 episodes of the dub, I was like, nah, I have to watch the dub. Like I'm just enjoying it a lot better. Like I saw those 2 episodes in Japanese, I watched them again in the dub, and was like, no, I love the voices that they got in the English version, and I feel like you missed some of the jokes and some of the context in the Japanese. So I'm just gonna wait for the dub. So that's what it is.
That's
Dragon Ball Z Daima. Solo Leveling.
Oh, you
Yes,
finally
I
got
did.
started?
Yes, I did. I watched the first season.
Oh yeah,
Fire.
the full first season. Yeah, he's
The
hooked.
whole first season. Super fire. Super fire. I only got one. Well, I guess we'll talk about it later. But
Gotcha.
yeah, so I didn't start season 2, but I watched season 1. What else? I watched Sakamoto Days.
Nice. How many
So
did you get through with that?
did I get through all 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched all 3 episodes. I actually read the 3 episodes before I watched them.
Oh, you read them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's random, but it's free on. Well, the first volume is free on Viz, I think, right now. So you can read.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you can read it
Right.
digitally for free. The first volume, at least.
Yeah, so because I was like, I saw some critique saying that the people were disappointed in the animation. So I wanted to read it and see if I felt the same way. We could talk about that when we get to anime. I watched Attack on Titan Requiem.
Yeah,
I
it did
did.
come out. Yeah, how was that?
We didn't need it. We didn't need it. I thought they were going to completely change the engine. They pretty much like changed his explanation. Like they tried to twist his explanation at the end a little bit for doing what he did, but it wasn't that big of a change. So it's like I don't understand what the point of this was. But yeah. So yeah.
Man.
What else did I do? I watched Xbox. The developer direct came out this week, so we can talk about that
cover that.
later. And then I watched this movie Office Space. One of my coworkers told me to watch Office Space. Have you ever seen this movie?
No, I haven't. We'll look it up real quick.
Yeah, anybody like who works in a corporate office should see this movie. It's a pretty.
Oh wait,
it's a
I've seen the
pretty-
poster for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. So I wanted to see if you and Shannon saw that movie, but it's funny when.
Okay, I've seen memes from this, but I haven't actually watched the thing. So yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
What else did I do? And then I beat Tales of Kenzara last weekend.
Nice.
So really enjoyed that game. I gotta say that was a really good game. And we got some news on them to talk about this week, so I'm happy about that. And I've been playing Yakuza 0. I actually started playing Yakuza Like a Dragon,
Mhm.
and then I realized then I wanted to start like from the beginning, and so I started playing Yakuza 0. So I'm like on chapter 2 in that, and that's all for my nerdy things.
Nice. Yeah, I need to get to Tales of Kenzara. My nerdy things, what I've been on. My usual weekly watches, so Solo Leveling, Sakamoto Days. I actually missed Dragon Ball Daima this week, but I'm gonna watch it a little bit later. Red, I'm up to date in Kaiju number 8 manga now. Well, they release this
Mhm.
chapter. It's I want to say every 2 weeks they put one out now. So
I
it's
forgot to
coming
mention
along slowly.
I started reading that again.
Yeah, so they I mean we're still in the same arc, but it's a big turning. Well, I don't know if it's a turning point or not in the fight, but something big just happened. Chainsaw Man manga, I read that, and then One Piece, of course. Still reading and watching Dr. Stone, making my way through that. The anime is cooking, so like I'm super excited about where it is at now because it's still more stuff going on that I'm unfamiliar with. So I want to probably read that a little bit quicker, just so I can finally figure out some of the stuff that's going on because I like the show a lot. Also on the reading tip though, I did start Project Preservation, so Shannon was giving me a hard time about that, but yeah, I did finally go ahead and get started with that. So um, we'll
Where
all
you at with it?
I read
You
the
know?
first chapter.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but hey,
Start,
it's
start,
better than nothing. Better than
start,
nothing.
start.
Yeah.
I actually
So
didn't touch the book this week. I was like, let me see what they where they get at in a week. But I think I would just go ahead and finish it real quick.
yeah, I had some other stuff. So I didn't have as much free time this week as I thought to read. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I mean, it opened up pretty tough. So I'm
Hmm.
gonna definitely get a little further in that as the week goes by. Um, I started watching Castlevania. So I finished Squid Game. That's on Netflix. Then I started watching Castlevania. I want to say 3 or 4 episodes in. So Castlevania Nocturne. Um, absolute fire. So they need
Hmm.
to. I hope they keep going with that one. And I also beat the Horizon DLC. So from the
Nice.
first game, yeah, I beat the DLC. So now I'm on to the second game. So I wanted to buy it. So I went on the website for GameStop. I was like, all right, I'm gonna just buy a physical used copy. They did not have any in my area, and it was not available for shipping either. So I couldn't even buy it on GameStop. So I had to buy it on eBay. So Forbidden West, it should be getting delivered to me tomorrow. So after the pod we finish recording, I'll probably have it by then. But yeah, buying physical games is tough to do now because like where do you get them besides eBay? Because yeah, GameStop let me down even on their website. So but yeah, I did want to get that physically just because I mean if I was gonna buy it, might as well own it. So um own it for real instead of the digital version where they can do whatever they want to do. But yeah, that's on the way. And it's actually a brand new copy, so it's still sealed. So I don't know
Nice.
why they're what they were holding on to it for, but I got a brand
Even
new.
though
Yeah,
games, physical games are collector's items now. Like that's what it is.
yeah. Hey, maybe I shouldn't open it. Maybe I should buy another one to stock, one to play.
I mean, if you have it digital already, I wouldn't open that.
Right. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I didn't have it digitally, but yeah, it was. I mean, it was slightly less than retail, but it was still. I mean, still pretty pricey. It
Oh,
wasn't.
that's
I thought it was gonna be like $20, but nah. But I didn't. I couldn't even find a used copy. So I guess people like this game so much they're like, man, I'm never selling this. So but yeah, I do want to like any games I start buying, get the actual physical of it, so that way, I always do actually have it. But yeah, that's it for my nerdy things. We can get into some video game news here, starting with Palworld. You want to?
I seen before we get into video game news, you said you were watching Squid Games. Are you checking out that Mr. Beast show?
No, I actually haven't checked it out. I heard it was good though.
Yeah, somebody was telling me about it, and then I don't know, my phone is listening to me, so now my YouTube algorithm is giving me clips of his channel, and apparently, I guess he's taking contestants that lost in the show and like running it back on his YouTube channel.
Oh
So
man.
I've been like watching that. But yeah, if that's anything, I don't know why I'm watching that, and I like refuse to watch Squid Games. I don't know. I'm a weirdo, but it is what it is.
All good though. Um, on this Palworld news, so the developer Pocketpair, they're the ones who make Palworld. They're moving into publishing so that they can release the Tales of Kenzara developers' next game. So, did you read into this any? So
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we got that much information about what the actual game is going to be, but it's just glad to see that the Tales of Kenzara developer is going to be supported. Somebody saw value in them, so I'm really happy about that.
yeah, I think that's a big win for Pocket Pair because I mean they know people enjoyed Tales of Kenzera, and then that person wants to bring certain stories to fruition. So of course, getting a good publishing backer, a good publisher backing you can only help you out. So yeah, definitely glad to hear that one, and excited to see what their partnering brings.
Mm-hmm.
We got some news from former president of Nintendo. So Reggie Fils-Aime, pardon me if I got that wrong. So he was giving some major kudos to PlayStation. He says Astrobot almost outdid Nintendo at its own game. So he was talking about how good of a game Astrobot was. And he was essentially saying that, they almost outdid Nintendo because I mean Nintendo is kind of the kings of the platformer. And for a new game to come along and get this kind of kudos from someone who was, president of Nintendo, that's a pretty big deal there. But Astrobot, it definitely got its flowers. It's been winning all kinds of awards. It's a beloved title. I actually do want to play that one. It has not gone on sale. I was hoping it would go on sale, but I can't buy it physically because it's only digital. But I would definitely like to play this at some point. So maybe after God of War, or if it goes on sale at some point, I'll buy it. But then get to
Yeah.
it after my other
I feel
games
like
that I'm
that
playing.
game. I feel like that game's not going on sale anytime soon.
Nah, it's winning too much and it's making them too much money. So yeah, I think
Yeah,
even on the holidays, I couldn't find it anywhere discounted.
I'm interested to play this game. I'm interested in the demographic of the people playing the game. Like, is it all ages? Is it like are kids gravitating towards this game? Like, is it pulling people from Nintendo? I don't know, but this is a good game. Like, got to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
You know,
With the Switch 2 coming, I'm sure Nintendo has something up their sleeves as far as, platformers go. So we'll see. We'll see what they end up releasing. Speaking of things being released, we got a trailer for Phantom Blade Zero. So did you check this out?
I did not. Actually, I
Gotcha.
think I saw
So
the trailer. I did see the trailer. The Phantom
yeah,
played
it
the
was a
gameplay trailer, and they were showing the fighting and stuff. Yeah, it looks good.
yep. Yeah, it was a long trailer. It was like 6 minutes. Well, I guess it was a gameplay trailer, so of course it will be a little bit longer, but still no full release date on this yet, but they anticipated coming out 2025. So I mean their phrasing has been Year to Snake. So currently it's Year to Snake, according to the Chinese zodiac. So they showed some snake-based weapons in the game, but this looks like a really good game. I plan to get it. Um, I mean, the gameplay trailer we just watched looked pretty good. So I think it'll be worth, well, if games are still 70 by the time this comes out, maybe worth the 70. Maybe I'll wait till it's on sale or something like that. But um, yeah, it looks like interesting enough. Looks like something I play, and I have been seeing people say that it's 2025's Black Myth Wukong. So that's a good comparison there because I like Black Myth Wukong. So if it's anything like that, but from the looks of it, it looks similar in combat mechanic. But yeah, I'd be interested in checking that one out.
You would say it's more like Blacksmith Wukong than Ghost of Tsushima.
Um, from the gameplay I saw, yeah, it's closer to Black Myth Wukong than Ghost of Tsushima. I like Ghost of Tsushima a lot, but that seemed like, well, it wasn't purely stealth, but there was more of a stealth element. This looked like it's just straight up
Yeah.
fighting. So, but
So yeah,
the gameplay
it's
was
like a
only a
little,
fight. So
it's like a little slower, right? Like Ghost of Tsushima.
yeah, you can slow it down a lot, take out a whole enemy camp without getting into like a massive brawl. But this looked like you coming in there, guns blazing, well, swords blazing, I guess. But and then we also had the Xbox Developer Direct
Yeah.
2025 edition. So, what are some of the things you're excited to see? What did you watch it live or did you catch it after the fact?
I caught it after the fact, but I watched the whole thing and it was pretty good. It pretty much showcased like four games, I think. And so the biggest game they were pushing from it is Ninja Gaiden 4 has been announced.
Heat, and I'm
Um,
thrilled.
so Team Ninja and Platinum Games is back at it, and they also shadow dropped Ninja Gaiden 2 Black on the same day as the developers direct. So that's on Game Pass to play right now if you want to get your Ninja Gaiden picks in. But the game looks amazing. I'm really excited for that. What else did they show? They showed Doom, The Dark Ages. We know that was coming, so they showed some gameplay from that, and that looks like it's gonna be crazy. It even has me downloading Doom Eternal just to, get my fix in from now. So I'm really excited to see that. Um, South of Midnight, they showed a lot of gameplay from. I don't know if you remember that game. It's like in like a swampland, and it's like this girl has like these weaving magic powers. It looks like it's gonna be like a adventure action. I don't know if you could call it a platformer, but it looks really good. It looks like the story's gonna be interesting, and it looks different from other games, like the environment and all that. So
Yeah,
looking
looks like
forward
they
to South of Midnight, huh?
looks like they're trying something new with it or trying something different with this one. So
Right. And this is going to be released on April 8th. So a lot of these games are coming in April, actually. Let me see. Doom is coming May 15th, and they didn't announce when Ninja Gaiden 4 is coming out. So the next game, this is the one I'm most excited for. Um, Exposition 33. It's like an RPG.
oh yeah, Clear Obscure, I see.
Um, and one of the cool things about the showcase is like it took you into like the offices of these developers, and you spoke with the team, and you got to see kind of like the vibe of the team. And like, if I'm not mistaken, this uh the developers behind this game, they're overseas. I believe they're in Europe. I forget which country. But like it was cool to see how their version of like their office space is a really small team. The office seemed like pretty cozy, and like this game looks like it's going to be really good. They said they've been working on it for like 4 years. Um, if you're a Final Fantasy fan, if you're a turn-based RPG fan, anything like that, it's going to be up your alley. It comes out on April 24th, so don't have to wait too long for that one. And is there anything else? No, I think that was everything at the showcase.
Yeah, this Expedition 33 looks pretty good, I must admit. If it come to Game Pass, I'll check it out. I don't know if I will
Yeah,
buy it, but I'm gonna check it out.
I think all of these games will be on Game Pass, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely, Exposition 33 is going to be on Game Pass. I'm pretty sure of that.
Oh, nice. Well, it looks like I'll be playing some PC here pretty soon with my PC Game Pass. All right, now
And
shifting
then,
into some. Wait, is that all
well,
the?
before we shift, I forgot to add, my man Phil Spencer did an interview with who did he do with the Game Attack Radio podcast.
Mhm.
So I watched that interview. I always love a good Phil Spencer interview. Um, I feel like he's one of the most like forward facing video game like executives that we've had ever. Like you don't see a lot of game executives doing interviews like him. So
Nah,
I
you
like to hear
definitely
him
don't.
talk because I feel like he's like the perfect hybrid gamer slash corporate exec. Like I really like Phil Spencer. So I watched his interview and he was talking about the future of Xbox and pretty much the same thing about, he wants people to be able to play the games everywhere. And people are, talking about, why would you want that? Wouldn't you want people to buy the Xbox console? And like the whole interview, I should have took notes because it was really good. He was just pretty much trying to say that they're not focused on like keeping people on their hardware. They rather focus on the games and having good experiences on whatever device you want to play it on. And and that's what the focus is. It's not really about like getting people to buy an Xbox. So that made me really think about the whole exclusivity thing and how like it's really not a flex because like you got if your friends don't got PlayStation, oh I got this game, you can't play it, haha. Okay, great, go play by yourself. Like that's why I like if it's a single player game, okay, I'm gonna be jealous, but for multiplayer games it sucks if I can't play with my guys on other systems like that. Yeah, so I think the future is gonna be a little bit more. I think Xbox is ahead of the curve, and yeah, PlayStation needs to get on board. We need to just put all the games out because he was even saying the games that do the best are on all platforms. Like, so trying to maximize the profit, which it seems like the gaming industry is like needing right now. Just make everything available everywhere. Let everybody play what they want to play on, and let's keep things moving.
Gotcha. Well, we'll see what comes from that.
Stop pitting the fan bases against each other. It's not. You should, and it's crazy because like the developers, like they don't act like that in real life. Like they all mess with each other. Sony talks to Xbox, Xbox talks to Nintendo. They all like talk to each other, you know, so to speak, you know. But we as fans are just warring.
Yeah, I don't know if the console wars will ever die down. Some people are just stuck in their ways. Um, let's see. We got some TV movie news here. So we got Iyanu is launching 2025. So it's gonna come to Cartoon Network and Max. And it's about a Nigerian superhero. So definitely glad to see some representation on that side, some stories that we may not have heard of. So I'm not as familiar with sort of folklore from Africa. So if this is turns out to be some folklore, um, definitely interested in learning more. But if it's just a superhero that they've created on their own, still just as interested in seeing it. So it looks like it's coming to Max across 44 different African countries and US audiences. Um, does it say? No, it doesn't have an exact date, but it says 2025. So then you plan on checking this out once it drops?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I gotta support, and it looks very interesting. And yeah, I'm just glad to see more of this type of stuff like getting published, and hopefully it gets pushed. You know, hopefully it's good and people enjoy it. You know, and we see more stuff like this because we need people of our color, you know, representation on screen.
So a friend of mine, she actually was part of a promotion with the series themselves, and she did a cosplay of the character. So that was pretty cool. This was back in October. I'm trying to think, was it a premiere or I don't know if it was a premiere, but it looks like just like a partnership to spread the word kind of thing. So yeah, the company they had reached out to her, said they liked her cosplays and stuff like that. So they were like, hey, we'd love to partner up with you and get you to cosplay our character in our upcoming series. So it looks like from her post, the show is coming in the spring. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that one. And then we can share the post so you guys can see what it looks like too. So some editing work for Shannon.
Yeah, and it seems like there's a graphic novel, and this is just a brief description of what it's going to be. It's set in a magical kingdom of Yoruba land. Iyanu follows an orphan who must uncover the mystery behind her newfound powers to save her people from an ancient curse. So, sounds interesting. It can go in a lot of different places. Got some superpowers there, got some curses there, got some mysteries to solve. Sounds like it could be a good watch. So, all African voice cast. So, shout out.
Nice. Also, we got Godzilla versus Hulk. Marvel officially announced it. It's coming soon. So that's a crazy crossover. I mean, I'm sure people probably fan casted this sort of crossover many a times over, but looks like we got one officially in the works there. So they'll be crowning who's stronger between the two. Early predictions. Do you think there's going to be an actual winner of the fight, or you think it's going to be one of those things where it ends and
It's
there's
gonna
no
be
actual victor?
it's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be like Godzilla versus Kong, where like you got to decide who wins. You know
I
what I
have a
mean?
feeling no one's going to want to budge and be like, all right, your person, they took the dub
Yeah,
here.
it's not
Or
gonna
or
be like a
yeah,
clear loser, somebody on the ground for 10 seconds. It's like,
nah.
but I don't see the Hulk and Godzilla teaming up at the end is gonna be nuts if that's how where they go with it.
I was just about to say, I feel like at the end it's going to be some other big bad that comes along, and then now they both got to team up to fight that one, and then they collectively win against the new threat. I feel like that's most likely how the story's going to go, but you never know.
I mean, Godzilla versus Kong was good. Like I like that movie. So I mean, hey, do you think?
Yeah, and it looks like this is dropping on April 16th, so it doesn't look like we have to wait too long, but wait, is it oh, it's a comic. So yeah, not a movie, but it'll be some written literature for us to check out. But still, looking forward to that, see how it goes. What else? What else do we got coming 2025? There's this post here that you shared. Movies coming 2025. Anything in particular you're excited for, or you just wanted to call attention to kind of just what the movie lineup looked like?
Yeah, I ran across this post on Instagram, so I just shared it with you guys to just get a picture of like the stuff coming out. And I forgot about most of this stuff. Like or like just to see it all together. Like I'm excited for the even though I don't watch The Boys, like I'm eventually gonna watch it. Fallout 2, Rings of Power. I'm
Mhm.
excited for, of course. I'm super excited for Rings of Power. Invincible, Batman Cape Crusader. Glad to hear they're coming out with a second season. I wasn't sure about that. What else do I know? Tomb Raider. I wasn't. That's good. I'm good to get a reminder that that's coming out. God of War, Blade Runner. We got Mass Effect. I'm excited for that.
A
What's this?
lot coming
Creed,
out.
the animated series. Did we know that Creed was getting animated?
Anime series. Yeah, I did not know anything about that one.
Hopefully, this is not fake news. So this is from Instagram. If this post is wrong, I'm gonna blame Culture Crave on
Yeah,
Instagram.
Culture Crave is the
All
one who
right.
posted it. But yeah, Creed, I didn't know they were doing an anime series on that one. I'm sure Shannon's boy, Michael B. Jordan, is going to be in that one.
You got you gotta play the voice and everything.
Yep. He is an anime fan.
We got Warhammer 40,000
Warhammer.
coming out.
Oh,
Um,
Spider Noir. I forgot all about that show.
yep.
And The
The girl
Boys
with the
Mexico.
dragon
What is that?
tattoo. Yeah, the boys Mexico. I have no idea what that is. Secret Level season 2. I gotta finish season 1,
Oh, I haven't even started that one yet.
but this looks like a pretty good lineup. And is this just Amazon? Or yeah, this is just Amazon.
Yeah, just stuff coming to Prime.
This is just Prime, by the way. So that's super fire. This is not even like this is just a small percentage of what's coming out.
Yeah,
So
sure, it's a lot of things. Hopefully, we get more Penguin. I don't know if it'll be this year, but maybe soon.
oh yeah, the Penguin, man. I don't know. You think we're getting Penguin season 2 before Batman 2?
Um, I could see it just because movies take a little bit longer to come out, but then again, TV shows have been taking quite a while to come out too. So I highly doubt we get new stuff this year. Maybe we get a trailer or something, but a trailer this year, then it comes out next year. That would be ideal situation. Well, really ideal situation is season 2 comes out this year, but these people are busy. They have things they got to do. We can't rush the greatness.
Mm-hmm. And then if you want to move up to the movies,
A lot of movies dropping this year.
whew,
Captain America: Brave New World is coming. It's coming in hot. When is that
first
officially
up,
released?
first up on the list, I'm definitely going to see that. Keep saying I'm gonna go
Yeah.
see Sonic 3, but I gotta go see it before it's out of the movie theaters. I keep procrastinating with that. But
I'm trying to
Captain
see when it
America,
comes out.
I
Yeah. Oh,
think it
February
comes
14th.
yeah, it's right around the corner, 2 weeks.
That's not far at all. Definitely looking
We
forward to
got,
that one. Thunderbolts. I forgot all about that. I'll probably have to see another trailer.
gotta do
Anything
my
else is
phase
good.
5 rewatch for Thunderbolts.
Oh, the Fantastic Four is coming out this year.
Fantastic Four, yeah. Fantastic Four is supposed to come out this year. Superman, DC coming up.
Oh,
Um
yeah, good.
Paddington 3. Is that the bear?
Yeah, the little bear.
I didn't even know there was a Paddington 1 and 2.
I knew there was one. I don't know if I knew 2 was a thing, but I know he's extremely popular.
Okay.
I didn't know popular enough to get 3 movies, but somebody's watching it if they're making 3 movies.
We bringing back Snow White, so I guess the 10 years is 10-year
Oh yeah,
contract to bring back the Disney movies is still in effect.
Disney Vault.
Um,
Oh, Wicked 2 is coming. They
Wicked,
did say that was coming out. Mortal Kombat 2?
yeah, Mortal Kombat 2. They announced that a while ago. I'm surprised, you know, surprised we haven't got a trailer or something like that. Um,
Avatar, Fire and Ash.
I don't really care about Avatar that much.
Yeah, I
Y'all know
still didn't
how I
see the
feel
second
about
one,
Avatar.
the water one. And then there's one up here called Kendrick Lamar and South Park Creators Comedy.
Yeah,
I
we reported on that a few weeks ago that they in development of something. This hasn't been
yeah,
announced, no trailer, no nothing. We just know that they are planning something. They're gonna use the Kendrick Lamar train. They're gonna
I
milk it.
I didn't realize it was a movie. I thought it was gonna be like a short show or something like that. But we'll see what that actually is.
We got Karate Kid Legends. I am super hyped for that. We got a trailer for that. Really
Yeah,
excited
it
for
just
that.
came out a couple weeks ago, right?
Yep. I think I'm gonna watch Megan one because I heard that was all right with the
Yeah, I
robot,
remember. Yeah, I remember seeing the doll
like
posted random
robot Chucky.
places. Yeah,
And then I'm Minecraft the movie is probably gonna make a lot of money
yeah.
unless are people still playing Minecraft?
I don't know if
Did
it's
Roblox
like how popular it is, but I'm
did
sure
Roblox
people will probably
kill
go see it.
Minecraft?
No, I think it's room for both. Roblox is completely different. I tried playing Roblox. I didn't even know where to start. It's like a bunch of different mini games.
It's like, yeah, it's like a billion games in a game. It's like, yeah, you don't need no other game if you got
Yeah.
Roblox. They got
And Jack
what's
Black,
the,
I trust Jack Black, so he'll probably make it funny.
I'm excited for Tron. I'm a Tron fan. It looks like a new Tron is coming.
Tron, I hadn't seen the most recent one. Oh, there's a Michael Jackson
You didn't
coming
see
out.
the new Trons? Then I think it's
Nah,
only is there two? No, there's one. You guys, the new Tron is five.
may have to check that out.
Yeah. What else on here? I don't really a live action Lilo and Stitch. We talked about that. Uh, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Peaky Blinders, the movie.
I've
Yes,
seen, yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. Um, what else deserves a mention? I think that's about it.
Gotcha. Well, we got some live action happenings going on. I'm actually kind of excited about this one. So Solo Leveling is getting a live action. Um, I know live action has a terrible rap when it comes to anime adaptations, but so Solo Leveling actually is a Korean series. And they do a lot of live actions for different Korean stories. So one in particular I can bring up that was like good in live action that I didn't even see the source material. It was called Hellbound. But they had a live action. It's on Netflix. I suggest you guys check it out. It's pretty good. But the Solo Leveling, I trust these Korean studios to make a good live action of Solo Leveling. I mean, I'm a biased Solo Leveling fan, but knowing it's coming from, some studio somewhere in Korea who does tends to do good live actions, I'll definitely give it a checking out.
I think I'm gonna have to check out one of their live actions and see what you're talking about because I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot more popular in Korea for them to like take their, I think they call them manhwas, like MANHWA, something along
Mhm.
those lines. But basically, their webtoons, they turn it into like a live action series. It usually goes over better over there than it does, here. 'Cause I don't know what we be doing here when we adapt things, but yeah, I would check out Hellbound. It's on Netflix. It's pretty good. I still didn't read the original, but that series itself was just good. So
'Cause I'm just trying to imagine this in live action. And I'm like, well, they did it with One Piece. So if they could do it with One Piece, they could do it with anything, I
yeah,
guess.
all it takes
But
is
yeah,
just the right touch.
I know solo leveling gives like the sword art vibe, but like it's stepping on sword art online. Like it's stepping
Yeah,
on that show.
it's its own thing. So I mean, there is a debate of if it's an isekai or not. I wouldn't really count it as that because the whole world is like that. Instead of like the main character goes into like a video game world, it's like the world is just basically this video game type of thing. But there's a video game system kind of at play in the thing. So I mean, I think it's like a spinoff maybe is probably the most
So
appropriate, but
so I don't know. Is isekai do you have to like in the show enter this world or can the setting just be like this fantastical new world that's different and that could just be an isekai as well? I'm not sure.
nah, isekai, I think the literal definition is like another world or something like that. So
Yeah,
it's
right?
literally you get transported to a whole other world. So
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, that's all
Freaking Dragon
that's
Ball Diamond's an isekai.
they are in a different world, the demon world.
My what was I gonna say earlier that I held to now? Oh,
Sakamoto
so I watched,
days.
huh?
Sakamoto days.
No, it's all about solo leveling. I was watching the first season, and this is a spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't watched that this first season. I'm saying this slow so you have time to skip 10 seconds. Don't we have to change the title of the show now? He's not solo leveling no more. He got a freaking army. He got
Well,
Egress.
yeah.
Freaking
Well, I mean, he's
Egress.
still the only one that can.
Oh man. That's all I wanted to say. Yo, he got a whole my
He does
dude
have an entire shadow army.
solo my ass.
So so the direct translation of it is only I level up. But I think just yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it's one of those like translation kind of things. But I mean, it still kind of makes sense for solo leveling. Like, okay, it's just this one solo person can level up versus everybody else's. You get what you get. But nah, yeah,
Yeah.
solo leveling is heat. But that's about all the time we got before this thing cuts off. Any last minute stuff you want to plug?
Um, Sakamoto Days, I do agree that the manga's better than the show.
Oh, really?
That's
Man,
what
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
have to
say.
check it out. Well, it's
Yeah.
free on Viz, so I'm
Mhm.
gonna read the first volume of that. Well, I'm gonna read Project Preservation because I know we have someone listening that will try to shade me if I don't. But I'm gonna read both of those.
Mhm. Yeah, they went a little soft on the animation, and it feels harder in the anime, in the manga.
So it's like probably like more gore or something like that, or
Not, it just feels, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to
hmm,
describe it. You gotta read it and let me know what
I
you
got to
think.
see for myself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that's on my homework, my nerd homework. All right. Well, we'll plug our socials here. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. There will be a nice screen up with the name of everything. We're back on TikTok because that was unbanned. Probably like a couple hours after we finished recording. So,
Mhm.
who knows when it'll get rebanned? I think they said 75 days, so we'll see. The next 2-3 months, we still got TikTok. So follow us while you can.
Just make sure you don't uninstall TikTok because you
Yeah,
can't install it back.
and people are selling their devices with TikTok installed for egregious amounts of money,
Hmm.
as is the world we live in. Same thing happened with Flappy Bird. So yeah, but yeah, give us a follow, give us a like, tell all your friends about us. If you want to come on the pod, send us an email. Look forward to us at MegaCon. If you be out there, come say hi. You'll have to fight through the crowd of people trying to get Shannon's autograph because she's famous. But if you see me and Jaja just walking around, uh feel free to say hi to
Yeah,
us.
yeah, give us a shout.
Yeah. All right. Well, until next time, I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
Thanks for listening, guys. Peace.
Peace.